Pandora Zahn was an accounting specialist born in Cincinnati but raised in Franklin, Ohio, as featured in the 2019 Snapped episode. With her first husband, she had 2 children, a daughter, Misty Henderson, and a son, Cody Henderson. Pandora Zahn, previously named Pandora Henderson, met Charles Zahn in 2001 through an online dating site. Born in West Carrollton, Ohio, Charles Zahn was also separated when meeting Pandora Zahn online. Charles Zahn had 2 sons, according to his online obituary, and he'd previously served in the U.S. Army from 1984 to 1987 and then in the U.S. Marine Corps from 1988 to 1992. He spent 15 years as a corrections officer at the Warren Corrections Institute until his 2009 death. On October 17, 2009, shortly after 6 a.m., Miamisburg police were called to the couple's studio apartment, where they found the husband brutally stabbed to death in bed. As seen in Snapped, authorities reported that the victim sustained dozens of knife wounds to his upper body, including a slash wound to the throat and having the weapon embedded into his eye. Pandora Zahn said she initially woke once the attack began but was soon knocked unconscious by one of 2 intruders purported to have broken into the residence. According to court records reviewed by Oxygen.com, 2 laptops and a firearm belonging to Charles Zahn were reportedly missing from the home. Pandora Zahn was initially believed to be a victim, and she agreed to speak to the police on multiple occasions. Ohio investigators chased up on several possible leads proffered by Pandora Zahn, including an alleged lover of Charles Zahn's who'd also worked as a corrections officer. Police also investigated a lead that a disgruntled inmate at Charles Zahn's place of work reportedly threatened the victim shortly before the murder. 2 days after Charles Zahn's murder, Pandora's daughter, Misty, joined Pandora at the police station to explain that Cody was the person behind the murder. Pandora Zahn agreed to let police listen to her calls to Cody when Cody confessed to stabbing Charles Zahn a bunch of times, as featured in the Snapped episode. Cody confessed to killing his stepfather, stating the victim was allegedly abusive toward the grown children and Pandora Zahn, though police said there was nothing to substantiate any claims of abuse. The 19-year-old was arrested on October 20, 2009, on aggravated murder charges, though Pandora Zahn remained free. Months later, Miamisburg Police Captain Ron Hess said authorities had been looking at Pandora Zahn the entire time, according to the Springfield News-Sun. "We knew from day one she was responsible in this," said Charles Zahn's younger brother, Michael Zahn. "I hope that the system prosecutes them both, and we would like to see them both get the death penalty. We think they both deserve it." Pandora Zahn was arrested in January 2010, months after her son, for orchestrating the murder. Prosecutors stated that Pandora Zahn wanted her husband dead so that she could inherit from multiple life insurance policies, which totaled about $500,000. Friends of Cody Henderson said at trial that he admitted to agreeing to kill Charles Zahn on his mother's behalf for a $25,000 payout, according to court records. Cody Henderson's girlfriend at the time told the court that he'd previously discussed the plan but claimed she didn't go to authorities because she didn't believe he was serious. According to the girlfriend's testimony, Cody left his friends in the car when going into the apartment with a pair of gloves, returning with blood on his clothes and a pair of laptops. At the time, the friends believed he was only going to rob the electronic devices. Ohio mother Pandora Zahn conspired with her then 19-year son to kill her husband of 7 years and staged the scene to look like a robbery. Pandora Zahn and Cody Henderson are both serving life for the murder of Ohio Corrections Officer Charles Zahn, who was stabbed about 50 times in his Miamisburg home, about 10 miles south of Dayton. During the sentencing phase in 2011, Assistant Prosecutor Dan Brandt called the wife conniving and deceitful, citing the motive as greed, according to the Dayton Daily News. As part of a 2011 deal with prosecutors, Cody Henderson avoided a possible death sentence by pleading guilty and was sentenced to life in prison, according to the Dayton Daily News. Pandora Zahn also received a life sentence plus 25 years without the possibility of parole. According to online records with Ohio's Department of Rehabilitation and Correction, Pandora Zahn is currently housed at the Dayton Correctional Institution. while Cody Henderson serves his life sentence at the Trumbull Correctional Institution.